What's up, guys? It's MB Boxing. I just finished up watching Jesus Ramos versus Joey Spencer, and this was a 10-rounder in the super-welterweight division. And this fight was Saturday, March 25th, from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. And this fight was broadcasted on Showtime pay-per-view. And in this fight, Jesus Ramos got a dominant 7th-round stoppage victory over Joey Spencer. So leading up to the stoppage, I had this bout scored a very wide and dominant 60-53 in favor of Jesus Ramos. So, Joey Spencer got dominated in this fight. This definitely does show there's levels between some of these prospects. Jesus Ramos going to the fight was 19-0. Spencer going to the fight was 16-0. It looked like a pretty good fight in paper, but obviously Ramos, being the one who's fought the better competition, has come from the better fighting family, the better training, the much bigger man Ramos is. It just shows there's levels. So Ramos got the job done, dominating Spencer and stopping him. Spencer showed a lot of heart in this fight. He took a brutal beating. His head was getting knocked around like a bobblehead the entire fight. But just to break it down round by round, I really don't even need to do that. Almost every single round of this fight was identical, except for the first round. So the first round, for the first 2 minutes 55 seconds of it, Ramos was getting pieced up and outworked by Joey Spencer. Joey Spencer was just outworking Ramos in the first round until, in the last 5 to 10 seconds, Ramos landed a massive left hand flush on Joey Spencer that sent him reeling down to the canvas into the ropes. And that was the first time Joey Spencer ever tasted the canvas in his pro career. Instead of being a 10-9 round for Spencer, it was a 10-8 round for Ramos, and then things just kept going down from there. Ramos, when Spencer would try and get close in, get on the inside, Ramos would just keep countering him, pushing him back, landing big combinations, and dominating him. When Joey Spencer would land shots, Jesus Ramos would not give him respect. He was eating his shots like nothing, throwing back, dominating Spencer. Spencer's face was swelling up bad. And, just from rounds 2 through 6, it was just dominant. Ramos was literally just landing the much better shots, outworking him, outlanding him, eating his shots like nothing. It was a dominating performance from Ramos. And then in the 7th round, Ramos again was just digging to the body, more to the head. Joey Spencer was taking it, like I said, showed he had a lot of heart, but then his corner waved off the fight. And, in Spencer's corner, I believe it is his dad who is his head trainer. Unless it's not his dad, unless it's his uncle or something, or brother or whatever. But his head trainer had the last name of Spencer, so I would assume it's his father. It definitely is tough to see someone who's in your family getting beat up like that. So I definitely think they could have even stopped it earlier than what they did stop it at in the 7th round. They could have stopped it in the 5th, but it's good that they did put their man out of there, because he was taking a lot of punishment. His face was swelling up, and you got to remember, he is a young kid. Spencer is. It's not like he's already been there, done that, has taken punishment before, has experience. No, this was the first time Joey Spencer's really ever lost this many rounds, or has been through any adversity. So this goes into the question: what is next for Jesus Ramos? This was an excellent performance from Ramos, handing an L to an undefeated prospect, and on pay-per-view in a co-main event. Overall successful night for him, dominating performance. I just want to see him continue on to move it up in the super welterweight division, take on decent level contenders. I definitely think he's at a level where he can definitely face someone who's in the top 15 in his next fight. Maybe even better than that. Ramos has showed that he has a very good skill set, very good chin, very good power, and he showed he's a very solid fighter overall. So I definitely would like to see Ramos continue on building himself up into the rankings, taking on better opponents each fight, and I think that's what's going to happen. He's going to step it up in competition and really continue on his career and his journey to fight for a world title and to be a world champ. But as for Joey Spencer, losing here for the first time in his career, in his next fight, he has to tone it down a bit. He has to take it down a notch in the opponent level spectrum. Maybe face someone who's top 40 in the division, because he's definitely a solid fighter, but he's definitely a fighter who won't ever break it won't ever break it out of the top 15. I'm going to be honest. I mean, he's very small for the weight. He's 5'9", not really the biggest build. I mean, Jesus Ramos looked much bigger than him. Looked like 2 weight classes above. So maybe if Joey Spencer is able to do it, he could rethink and maybe go down to 147. But it's always tough when fighters have to cut down in weight, especially 7 pounds from what they're used to cutting down. So, I mean, if not for that, I mean, Joey Spencer, like I said, has to take on someone who's significantly lower ranked, get some confidence back, and then continue building himself back up to where he was prior to this fight. So overall, Jesus Ramos dominates Joey Spencer, ultimately stopping him in the 7th round to remain undefeated, now at 20-0. And yeah, that's really it. I'm MB Boxing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.